and bears, we have everything here in AltSpace. So Luxamy Liz Angel is hosting her first electronic concert celebrating the music of her first 10 years of composing using inexpensive synthesizers and whatever was available to allow her musical gift freedom of expression. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Tomorrow, she'll be sharing these tracks with you as part of her musical history journey, and you don't want to miss it.
Now, a new tech meetup is here with Virtual Visionary to bring people together to talk tech, including some retro tech. The floor is open to discuss Unity, 3D printers, something else, and whatever tech you wish to discuss. So bring ideas with you. We love events like this as the discussions are wide, but they start longer term discussions and events over time. So jump in and share your thoughts.
Yeah, they're going to be talking about Arduinos and Raspberry Pi as well. So Donna McTease, our own beautiful Donna, is doing her Live Love session, and it continues 6 days a week to bring people together to share Bible studies and spiritual topics relevant to today and your life. These are fascinating and in-depth discussions with a wonderful community that she's built over the past. How many events are you up to now?
230 in that range.
230. All right. 230 events right here in AltSpace VR. I love it.
Now, let's go to Monday. Monday is Silicon Hagen. They're back with their regular meetup on the education in Denmark and globally with a great topic on digital and virtual classroom management. This is one of the challenges facing teachers in schools as so many are split between virtual and physical. How do you manage your classroom across the spectrum? They've talked to some educational leaders in Denmark and beyond and bring that to our virtual discussion table on Monday.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. And talking about amazing, Biohacking 101 team is back with another discussion on the art and science of becoming a superhuman, or at least a much more improved human with wearable and integratable technology. So check that out on Monday.
Now, Educators in VR is working on a student takeover of the United Nations on the Engage platform. There is some events happening this coming week and throughout October, but they have some exciting things happening here in AltSpace VR as well.
Indeed. I'm so excited about that event. So we'll have more information on that coming up. But Monday is the VR Researchers Meetup for networking and discussion as they bring together researchers, educators, and students from around the world to discuss the latest completed or ongoing research in XR technologies. It's led by Evelyn Ito and the VR Researchers team. This is a great opportunity to learn about science and the testing going on behind VR.
Now, Tuesday is the Educators in VR weekly workshop with a special open discussion on teaching in uncertain times. Teachers, students, even schools are suffering from the shifting sands of decisions in person, online, in person, online. It is just so very confusing for everyone. And Educators in VR team members will discuss the challenges and potential solution and tools for improving engagement and consistency for education.
And it's going to be a great topic, so we'd love to have you join us. And Captain VR, Dana Maria, she is a professional personal career coach and trainer, and she's bringing these weekly workshops to AltSpace VR for us for educators in VR as well on Wednesdays. This week, she's bringing Desiree Rosier to help free up unlocked energy within us. She's a sports masseur and movement therapist in the Netherlands, and she's going to help us unlock our energy with movement techniques to reduce stress and restore vitality. You know, for those of us who spend too much time in VR, we need to move a little bit more. So this is a great workshop to be at, to remind us we got to move with these headsets and stuff. So we love the innovation that Dana Maria brings to AltSpace VR and Educators in VR to help us improve our life and ourselves. So check that out on Wednesday.
Now, a few hours later, Erica Siegel, or AKA Zen Panda, features another cyberbullying workshop to help us cope with the struggles and the challenges of the online social world. This is invaluable for educators, parents, and for students to understand how cyberbullying works and how it impacts us. Educators in VR will also soon announce a schedule for October Cyberbullying Month events, the entire month dedicated to discussing the various angles and aspects of bullying in and out of the online world, bringing in experts in harm reduction training, also self-esteem prevention education, and much more. So please stay tuned for more news about this.
Now, this will be the second year that Education VR has been doing this topic. You don't want to miss a minute. All right, Wednesday is the LGBTQ plus and friends meetup. Chris, I don't know if y'all know this, but Chris and the team have been hosting these events for well over 3, or maybe now 4 years. I can't remember how long. Has it reached 5? I've forgotten. They have events throughout the week. They have socials, presentations, real life events as well. So check out their meetups. It's an amazing group.
Now, this week's community meetup is the Meet the Program Owner version with Katie Kelly, known as Keegan. She answers your questions and often updates us on what is going on behind the scenes of AltSpace VR. Check it out on Wednesday. Remember, they will also be testing the live captioning and translation feature, and we hope to have news, maybe at this event, as to when this feature will actually be available to all of us.
Yay, cannot wait. Simulation Nation is taking some risks and covering their first television series on Wednesday. And the show is Westworld. Any Westworld fans out there? Yay! If you're a fan, you will definitely want to join the Graham as he and his team explore the popular television series and have fun in what he calls a live version of a Reddit chat board.
Now, Mike has added a second event to his new popular show-off shows. Open mics where you can show off your talents. They are now Thursdays and Fridays. We have such amazing open mic and talent events here in AltSpace VR with center stage happening tomorrow, open mic, improv night, and so much more. Share and show off your talents here. The bars, nightclubs, theaters, and concert halls may be closed in the real world, but in here they are never closed in AltSpace VR.
Absolutely. Thursday, don't miss a very, very special event as the News and Updates team takes you behind the scenes in the history of the development of the News and Updates studio over the past 2+ years. We're going to go back in time to the very first studio. And it's just so wonderful to see this evolution and discuss how it was built and designed and offer insights into developing a news show world and studio. It's also an opportunity to learn more about how to do news, talk, and podcast shows in AltSpace VR. We have some great secrets that we might, if you're nice, share with you. So join us on Thursday.
So these are just a few of the many events hosted here in AltSpace VR every day, every week, every month, and throughout the year. If you find an event you wish to attend, make sure you RSVP, and AltSpace VR will send you an email reminder of the event an hour before it happens. If you love what they do, check the channels. So for a particular event, if you enjoy the event, check the channels listing to see if there are additional shows listed, and make sure to subscribe to be notified of upcoming events. And also, take a moment to subscribe to the News and Updates channel so you will be notified of our upcoming events, so you don't want to miss a moment of what's happening here in AltSpace VR.
Absolutely. Now we have a great discussion lined up for you. What we want you to do is to share some of your thoughts. So last week we celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and this week we brought you a new studio. It's phase 1 of the new studio, and we really hope you like it. And then on Thursday, we're going to be traveling back through time to take you to the other studios that we have done. But we thought we'd open up the discussion to another form of time travel, especially discussing your experiences in AltSpace VR through the past.
So we want to invite you to share your first day experiences, a memorable experience, maybe a life-changing experience you have had here in AltSpace VR. Maybe it was the first time you built a world, or the first time your world was public and visitors arrived, or maybe the first event you ever attended. The mic is on, and it's time for you to share some of your AltSpace VR memories from the near or far past.
Yes, indeed. So if you have something you would like to share, please hit the raise hand button and we will put you on the air because we have 2 rooms open filled with people so that everybody can hear you. And so if you have a moment you want to share about how, what was your AltSpace experience? When did you come in? I came in when AltSpace was open to the public on Samson Gear less than a week. I came into AltSpace and was blown away. And then somebody talked to me and I completely freaked out. Seriously, it was such a weird experience. And so I can identify so much with all the people, that come in and go, oh my God, there's somebody who can talk here. This is weird. Oh my God, they're talking to me. Marge, you're scaring me. And then my next thought was, well, what would people ever talk about here? I don't want to talk to Stray. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So it's been how many 5, 6 years? I don't know how long it's been now that it's been weird. I've been talking to all kinds of strangers from all over the world, right, Donna?
Absolutely.
Timon Mati, is that right? Mati?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Similar
You want to share?
experience with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, we can.
Similar experience with Samsung VR when I popped onto the info zone and then I went to the campsite and I was with my dad at the time because of quarantine and I saw all these little characters talking and I didn't believe that it was actually real people. I thought they were just avatars. I thought it was part of a game. And then when they started to say my name, I completely freaked out. And,
yes.
And then a couple of months later, when I started introducing Greeks and South Africans to VR through the Learn Greek events, and to see over 20 people, obviously on the computer because not everyone had Oculus, but to be in one room and to have a cause and passion with one thing was the most memorable experience of my life.
Oh, I love it.
Life-changing, absolutely.
So how did it change your life?
Well, it made me a lot more social in ways that I've never been, where I've embraced other cultures, communities, different ways that people live. The time zones, I tell you, ladies, I am burning the candle on both ends.
Guilty.
I don't even know what sleep is anymore. I don't know what time it is anymore. All I know is that 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning my time, that is when the events are pumping, and I just go with it.
Well, Donna, you want to tell them what we recommend for the time zones?
Sorry, Laurel?
Oh, do you want to tell them what we recommend to deal with the time zones so you're not awake at 1 o'clock in your morning?
About hosting events, is that what?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
so one of the things is we can always get a lot of comments that that events in AltSpace are geared to the North American market, and they are because a lot of event hosts actually live in the North American time zones. So what we really encourage you guys to do, if you're in other time zones, we really encourage you to start events of your own that will attract people in your own time zone. Now, I have to tell you that when you create events for the middle of the night in North America, you will find many insomniacs from North America will actually attend your events because there's many of them roaming around. But it's one of the exciting things because it's always 5 o'clock somewhere, right? in virtual reality, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. So this is what we say, that you want to create create an event that's in a comfortable time for you. So if you like being awake at 1 a.m., 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m., 3:30 a.m. Eastern, you're going to find events in AltSpace. If you like being awake then, great. If you'd like to host an event that's 7 o'clock in your time and that ends up being some weird time in North America, no problem. Host an event at a time that's comfortable for you. And there's a famous movie that said, build it and they will come. And you know what? That's what happens in AltSpace, right? Because
Yes, indeed.
as we build an audience, right? As we build that audience, there's people from more time zones. When there's programming, they'll find you. And I have to say, I'm personally awake most of the time during the night in North America, and I love seeing all the new events that are being hosted. And there's more and more being hosted at strange times. So please do that.
Absolutely. So is that inspiring?
Try.
It's perfect. Yeah. Host the events in your time zone and bring them in. That was great. Wonderful. Karen, my friend Karen.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people have already heard this story, but when I first came, I kind of came into AltSpace accidentally. I popped into a 101. And I was like totally lost. I came back a few days later to Donna's and felt much more comfortable. But anyway, when I popped in, I'm not a gamer, so I thought, where's my avatar? All these avatars are around me. And then I turned around and looked at this guy, just stared at him I know he was fiddling around with his menu, but I didn't know that then. And he looked up and I thought, holy crap, he knows I'm looking at him. I didn't realize people could see you looking at you, and then because I used to be a teacher, I started hanging out at some of the educators in VR events. I felt comfortable there somewhat. And then I went on one of your tours, Laurel, and somebody spoke to me. Somebody said hello. So, I think, a lot of us go through that experience when we first come in. And now that I have friends in here, I really try to reach out to other people when they're new and make them feel comfortable, as many of us do.
Excellent. And now look, you're helping. That is awesome. And now you're helping with the world tours and you're helping with events. God, we love it. So thank you. That is fantastic. I love it.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. My friend, Ancient, I won't say.
Let's just say it was a singular experience. I was building something and something larger and put up a prototype of it for testing in world of a friend of mine, and we were just testing. And then from behind, I heard a loud exclamation, "Unbelievable!"
And
you know exactly what I was talking about.
Yes. Well, it's your story.
Yeah. The object in question was something I built more a bit. It was a bit of a challenge whether I can get it working or not, but I got it working, and yeah, it was the first functioning Stargate.
Yeah. And Mark and I fell in love with Ancient, I won't say, and the rest is still not history yet. Yeah. He's not only did he built the first functioning Stargate that allows you to travel through from world to world to world, and we want to use it more often, and has shared it with the community, but also Ancient, I won't say, has taken other challenges. I can't tell you how many challenges where I've said, I wonder if, and it's like, oh no, I said it near him, and then it shows up. And so many of you have hopefully toured his earthquake machine. I said, I wonder if we can cause an earthquake here in AltSpace and shake all of our avatars around, and he did. And then it's just it's wonderful, absolutely fantastic. and that's the magic. Isn't that, Agent, when somebody either says what if, or you just are standing near somebody and you overhear a conversation of something where you have some common interest, and then it just explodes. I love it. It's just magic. So thank you for all your gifts that you give here to AltSpace and to our community. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you. I love it.
My
I
pleasure.
love it. Yeah, we need more Stargate worlds. We do. So if you want to put a Stargate in your world, you go talk to him. We'd love it. All right, next up is Forbidden. You want to add a story of your experience? Or is Forbidden? You're on the air. There you are.
I'm
Forbidden.
sorry.
There.
I'm
yes.
sorry. I don't even know what I'm in here. I'm sorry
Okay.
about this.
That's okay. All right. So the question was to share a memorable experience about starting out here in AltSpace. So if you have one, please hit the raise hand button. And Donna, how about yours? Do you have one?
Well, I'm going to give two. And the first one is actually not AltSpace VR, but when I got my Oculus, my first Oculus headset, it was the Go, and I got it on a Friday in June. And I was so excited. I went onto the Oculus menu and I found this open air concert. I've never experienced this ever before, but there was an open air concert with like 20 or 25,000 people in New York. And they had VR attendance. And so I had to work at a conference on Saturday, and I rushed home and I get into my office, and I'm all ready to listen to music. And my husband walks into my office, and I asked him a question, and the person next to me at the concert answered my question. I have to tell you that I almost like fell off my chair. I had no idea I had a live mic. I had no idea. I'd never experienced VR before. And I have to tell you, like, next to having a heart attack, there's some other bodily things that almost happened. It was just such a freaky experience. And, but I mean, I fell in love with that concert, blew my mind. And You Had Me at Hello is like exactly what happened to me with VR. But a memorable one in AltSpace, and this is still always mind-blowing to me, the fact that we know there's people from all over the world, but it's just incredible. So I'm an introvert. Lots of times when I go world hopping, I go by myself. I just want to check out worlds. And so I remember this one time where I had some time and I just wanted to check out some worlds, and I go to the first one and I talked, and one person came in and we had a conversation, and that person came from the UK. Then I went to my next world by myself in the world. Somebody joined me, and they came from, I believe it was Asia. And then I went to the third world, and somebody followed me in, and that person came from Australia. I had in 1 hour 3 conversations with 3 different people around the world. And that just, like, I'll never forget that. It's happened before, even at Live Love. Sometimes we've had 10 countries in a Live Loved event. But it just blows me away how we have the opportunity to embrace diversity here. There is just literally so many different perspectives that we get to communicate with, right? And just ask questions and learn about the things. It's been really interesting during COVID to talk to people from different countries to find out what's happening in their country, right? And you're getting it from the people's perspective, not from the media's filtered perspective, right? You guys, we have the most amazing opportunity to hear and learn about different parts of the world. So that's what stands out to me.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You have said it, the magic stuff here. So, Jono Vocal, you want to share your story?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, everybody?
Doing all right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Can you
we
hear
can.
me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. So what happened to me is that because of COVID, all of my band show here in Argentina, I'm from Argentina, by the way, were all canceled. We're all canceled. The first 2 months of quarantine was so awful. I had such a really, really, really bad time just trying to deal with it. I mean, the world it's not going to be the same. You have to you have to get used to this new stuff that is going on, and just trying to get into the idea that maybe I won't be performing live for a whole year or maybe more. I don't know. I mean, I mean,
Yes, we feel your
I don't know
pain.
how much
Mhm.
longer. Yes,
Mhm.
I mean, of course, I miss my friends. I miss go and meet my family and everything, and but music most of all was the thing that hurt me the most because I mean, maybe it's kind of selfish putting music above everything else, but
No,
in my
it's not.
case, it was it's a way out. It's a completely way out, and I think it was in May or June when I heard about Altspace, and that there were events here that were open mics where people go and perform. They even go to do poetry, everything. And I was like, oh
Mhm.
my God, that's the way. That's the way. That's definitely that's something that's someplace I want to go. Oh damn, but I don't have VR. Oh damn it. Oh no. You have to. You can go into the as well. Oh right,
Mhm.
okay. So I came here with my PC, with no
Yes.
hands, just standing like this, just looking
Mhm.
like a
Yes.
fucking bird, looking everywhere, with my hands on my
That's a
side,
good description.
and, and I performed,
Yay.
and I performed some Foo Fighters songs,
Mhm.
and and some people liked it so much that they wanted me to have shows on here on Allspace. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, a few months ago, I was just trying to deal with the reality that I might not be performing for a whole another for a whole other year, and now 4 months, no, not 4 months, yeah, 3 months after that, I'm having tonight my fourth featured show here, and
Yay.
it's so mind blowing
Yeah, we've
because
announced them. We've announced them
it's
here at the
like
show in the past few weeks. Yes. Good for
yay.
you. Yay.
So I'm really happy about that, and I really want to thank all the community that that gave me a very, very warm welcome to the VR community. Now I have hands, as you can see.
Yes,
I
I
have
can
a Quest
see you have
now.
a hand. Yes.
So this is my memorable experience here, the whole
Beautiful.
Allspace experience. So I'm really happy with it. I mean, yeah, there have been some issues with some updates and everything, but
Eh,
I don't care about that. The thing I care about is that the community is so
yes,
great, and that's the thing we
absolutely.
should take care of it. The community. That's what is all about. So thank you very much. Thank
Absolutely.
you for
Oh,
letting me
thank
sharing the
you.
experience. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we have promoted your shows and we are yay, and we are so thrilled to have you here. And Donna, he said it for us. It is all about community. As much as even the avatars, before we had these avatars, we were little walking Flintstone characters,
We
right out of
had
Flintstone
legs.
cartoons. We had legs. I miss legs. Whoa, we so miss legs. But it didn't matter what we looked like. It mattered about who we are. And, the beautiful thing about Altspace is that it is about who you are. It's not about the color of your skin. It's not about how old you are. It's not about where you're from. It's not about any of those surface things. We don't care if you have a disability or a zit on your nose. And trust me, as Donna loves to say, there's never a bad hair day in VR. and Honestly, it's amazing that we can connect. Unlike on Zoom, where we have to get dressed up and put on makeup and look gorgeous and then stare at a bloody monitor all the time. In VR, I could sit here in my undies and, and or whatever it happens to be.
Now,
My
isn't
grubbies.
that a visual to take?
Yes,
you
I
away
know
on
it. It's a
week, Wes?
grubbies. I meant to say grubbies and I said undies. So sometimes that's what happens when it's hot. It's whatever I got on. But I can sit here in my sweats and still connect with you all. And that's what matters, is that we feel like we're here. So thank you, Janice, for saying that for us. Beautiful. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. That's all for this week's news and updates. We stream live the news onto YouTube and Twitch and etc. every single week. And you can catch up with past episodes to learn more about AltSpace VR and how it works and what's going on in the community. We feature the AltSpace VR announcements feed in our news and update server, so there's not a chance that you're going to miss a minute of the news.
And remember, the conversation doesn't stop here in AltSpace VR. Discord is our home base. I'm sorry for Megs. Discord is our home base for our community outside of AltSpace VR. And we invite you to join the News and Updates Discord to keep up with the news and activities here and around the VR industry, and to share your worlds and news and events and updates with us at discord.me/updates. Sorry. I'm going to start over. Discord.me/news updates. Please tell a friend. Here, I'm going to let you finish this.
We love Megs. Please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channels. Megs needs to be on the show. So share all of this information with others so that they can keep up with the news in and around AltSpace. And if you'd like to volunteer and help us out, we would love it. We do this for you, but we also need your help. We need people to help us film and live stream the news, and we need people to supply us with the news and pictures from the events and activities around AltSpace VR. We need our reporters, and we're looking for some writers and editors and moderators and backup hosts and everything. So if you would like to help us, please let us know on our Discord server or right after the show.
And also, we will hang around after the news to answer your questions and talk about what you are doing in AltSpace VR. So stick around with us. We'd love to chat with you. Thanks to all our news and update volunteers and moderators that help make this event such a success. Thank you. So with these uncertain times, please be safe wherever you are in the world. And thanks for joining us.
Yay. Thank you all.
All right, we're
I'm not
muted, everybody.